Welcome back to another episode, Responsible Degenerate Podcast. I'm your host, Robbie. That's my host, Rolay, Lay.
Yes,
And that's my
sir.
boy, Mel Smooth, Mel
Yo,
Smooth. What's good?
what's
What's
good?
good?
What's good?
How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling?
I'm
How y'all
living, bro.
feeling? How y'all
It's another
feeling,
day
I ain't
man?
rich
alive,
yet.
bro.
I ain't rich yet, so you know, I ain't
Shit
that
could always
good.
be worse, bro.
You gonna get there though. You gonna get there. Don't worry about it. Just know step by step, brick by brick. You heard?
One day at a
Eh,
time.
Yeah, but what we got today? Today we got college basketball, women's basketball. That's what we do. It was a eventful weekend. A lot of good games in this tournament.
Yeah.
We got Carol Lawson leads Duke to their first ACC championship in a very long time. We got
12 years to be exact.
a very long time. We
Mm.
got UCLA taking down USC in their
Ah,
third
man.
game. We got third. We got Haley Van Lith and TCU in their run to the
The
tournament.
resurgence, the
Yeah. Uh-huh.
resurgence.
And we got, how we call the Super Bowl the Chief Invitational. We got the we got the
South
South
Carolina
Carolina
invitation.
Invitational. Still giving ass whoopings over there. And
Yeah.
last but not least, we got Notre Dame. Notre Dame. Mel, one of Mel's picks.
I got some things to say about Notre Dame today,
Mel,
respectfully.
I'm a cook. Mel, I feel like we're gonna cook today, Mel. Cause I got
Yeah,
some, I got some not harsh words, but I got some words of like we're like I don't know if y'all gonna agree, but
yeah.
I feel like I gotta say it. But we're gonna start with Duke. We're gonna start with Duke. Duke beat NC State,
Yeah.
led by guards Ashlyn Jackson, and I don't want to mess nobody's name up because she got I think she like African or something. So I'm gonna call it double O.
Yeah.
Double O, 22
Double O.
apiece.
Mhm.
First championship since 2013.
Yeah.
Yes.
You don't really hear about Duke like that, because around this time, in the last couple years, Duke, their offense,
It's the
Yeah.
men's basketball
Yeah.
that really.
yeah, but the women's, around this time, their offense don't really light it up, so they usually get booted, don't make it far, blah blah blah. But this shit might be different, Mel, Rolly. This shit might be different. How you feel about
Yeah.
Duke? How you feel about Duke?
I mean, similar like how you mentioned, like they're one of those low key sleeper teams, but like in the regular season, like they'll lose some games and you're just like, oh, I'm not gonna really pay attention to them. But
Mhm.
similar to like NC State, like when it's time to cook up, they cook up, and when they come at you hard, they come at you hard, poor. So I feel like overall, like Duke is one of those teams where you can't sleep on, like how we mentioned. Like I've been a fan of Ashlyn Jackson for a while. And just
Mhm.
overall, I feel like their team is I feel like they're very well coached. And I feel like you can tell that, you can see that on the court. So I feel like Duke overall is one of those teams, but you can't sleep on. They pop out when it's time to be clutch. So, and they deserved it. They beat NC State and they did what they had to do.
That defense is for real. That defense
Oh,
is
I
they
was
for
about
real.
to say, like, the reason why Coach gets so much love is because that team looked very well put together. You feel me? Like everybody look like they know they role. They get to their spots. They make winning plays. So it's like I didn't really see too much commotion or improvisation. You feel me? Like it looked like they ready for the moment in a sense. Like Mel said, so they look like they're tough out. And it may be Duke's women's basketball we might be talking about for a while, Instead of the men's, we might be. Might
Maybe.
be.
Yeah.
I've been a fan of Toby Fournier.
Mhm.
I used to say her name since
Mhm.
high school. I remember
Mhm.
seeing her. This was last year, whatever. And she was dunking. I'm like, yo, who the fuck is this girl dunking? Like, who
Yeah.
the fuck is this? I'm like, and I see her
Yeah.
on the Canada team. I'm like, all right, maybe she hasn't. Well, this game she played a little more, but the game before that she didn't play a lot because
Mhm.
she makes no like rookie mistakes. Like she
Mhm.
but no, she's aggressive.
Mhm.
So I like that about her. I'm not gonna lie. The first half, I was like, this game might be NC State.
Yeah.
It might be. But then when I seen James go down, I was like,
It's all
it
right.
might swing in their way. It might swing in their way because and it did. I'm happy for Miss Lawson, the Coach Lawson. I remember how I found out about her was the episode of Martin. The episode of Martin when she beat
Oh, when they whipping the Olympic women's, the
Yeah.
Olympic women's team.
and they beat
Yeah,
Martin.
she was
I was
there.
like,
She was
so,
there.
so
She
that's
was
how I
there.
found out about her. But then I did my
That's
little
funny.
research.
That's funny.
So,
That's funny.
Yeah.
so shout out to Duke. I think Duke is a sleeper. I think Duke will go as far as their offense take them because we know they're gonna play defense. We know they're gonna lock that shit down. It's just a matter of can they hit shots.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, like
Ten
and
headshots.
I don't want to gloss over this, but Double O, like I said, I don't want to say her name wrong. You know, out of
Yeah,
respect,
yeah.
but
I can
bro,
see it, but I don't want to try.
bro,
I don't want to
yeah,
try. I don't want to try.
low key, like just to give her flowers, like she was named
Mm-hmm.
the ACC MVP coming off the
Mm-hmm.
bench. So like
Mm-hmm.
she's really been putting on. Like, I don't know if there's been an MVP that's
Off
been
the
like
bench.
come off the bench is crazy. So I feel like
Yeah.
she's been putting on, and you've really been seeing like just her surge and come through and find her own footing. So I feel like overall, like how we mentioned before, like sometimes it's not like I feel like NC State had the better team, but it really just comes down to matchups and defensive schemes. And Duke put on a
And that
defensive show to
attention to
where
detail. That attention
they
to
was
detail.
once that second half came, like they was locking up NC State. I feel like NC State was being rushed. Isaiah James was taking like a lot of quick shots. Like I know she got injured and she was trying to get her get back. Zoe Brooks
Mm-hmm.
was trying to find
That's
Sonya Rivers, but
See, I Zoe Brooks.
what you talking about? Zoe Brooks,
Zoe Brooks.
yo,
Yeah, I,
she got the goods, bro. NC State guard play is A1, bro. Like,
I'm
Mm-hmm.
watching like,
telling
damn.
you.
I'm like, cause I had Duke.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, who the fuck is this? I'm like,
She
damn.
got
I'm
the
like,
rope.
she was
She could
big.
shoot.
Hezzy.
Yeah.
Beat three. I'm like, oh, fucking God,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Oh,
Duke just made that game real uncomfortable for NC State to where, it really became a half court game. And when you're doing that, similar to like Duke against Notre Dame, once it becomes a half court game, that favors Duke. They don't really want to run fast pace. It's like, yo, let's get you in this half court.
Them
Let's see
sets.
what your offense can do, see what your sets are, and then we gonna rock. So
and they rebound the ball very well. They
very well,
rebound.
yeah.
When I say
Rebound by committee.
they rebound, they say they rebound 42% of their misses. So that man
That's
under
damn
look,
near
half
high.
their misses, they getting that shit back.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
That's
nuts.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's
That's a
crazy. So,
monster stat. That's crazy.
that's crazy, bro. UCLA defeats USC 72-67. It was their third matchup, and I did say, well, I said it on IG. I'm like, yo, it's hard to beat a team 3 times in a matter of
3 times.
a month and a
Yeah.
half.
What?
That's hard. I'm like in the lower
Yeah.
averages, they gonna get them.
One.
But,
Somebody got to win. Somebody got to win.
So UCLA,
Yeah.
they win. They now the Big Ten champion. USC led by 10 at half, and they only scored 22 in the second half, and like at least like 6 of those was like in the last garbage time buckets. So they was. And Lauren Betch, she led the way. She had 17 points, 4 steals, 4 blocks. USC shot 8 for 28 from 3. Before I dive into
Nice.
what I want to say, I'm gonna let y'all go. So y'all gonna take the floor, say what y'all gotta say, and I'm gonna go.
As I'm looking at it, as I'm looking back at the stats, it just looks like if Lulu, I said Lulu, my fault. If Juju don't have a monster game, it's gonna be real hard to beat teams that know what they're doing. Like we gonna game plan for you. We gonna make it tough for you to win. We gonna make it tough for you on every place, every spot on the court, and you got to make your teammates beat us. I feel
Yeah.
like that's the game plan for USC. Like they got a good team, but it's just like we gonna make everybody else beat you. It's the Braun syndrome early in his career. We gotta make everybody else beat us. You get yours while you get it, but you're not gonna win this game. I don't know, man. It's tough. It's tough. She's a hell of a player, but it's like everybody needs some help once in a while, you know?
Yeah, this is a sensitive topic for me because I'm a USC fan. You know what I'm saying? I got the hoodie on.
We all are.
And
Don't worry
watching
about
that, nah. I feel I'm the fair. I'm the fair. Nah, but low key, I feel like it was a tough game to watch, and I feel like low key. If that whole series, I feel like it favored UCLA because I'm like, yo, they played them twice in the regular season. USC did what they had to do. And like how we said, it's only but so many times you can play a team in college
Yeah.
to where they're gonna get you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, you gonna figure something out.
yeah, like it's not like UCLA blew USC out.
I was
just
about
feel
to
like,
say all the games was close. Like it's
That's what
not
I'm
like they
saying.
was punching them, but
yeah, I feel like at the end of the day, USC, like how you mentioned, Rob, in the second half, I just feel like they ran out of gas. I just feel like the fatigue set in. You know what I'm saying? Juju was like 9 for, I think, 28 from the field. And really, after that, there was nobody else that was putting on. I feel like, it's going to be hard for USC to win anything if Kiki Ariafen doesn't find a way to be more aggressive and assertive. She was only 4 for 12 in 33 minutes. And I'm like, I'd rather her be 4 for 20. Like, go out there
20.
and try to shoot. Like,
shoot
try
us
to.
out. Shoot us
That's
out.
what I'm saying. Because at the end of the day, Juju, no matter what's going on, she's gonna be aggressive and she's gonna try to put points on the board. So I need to see the same thing from Kiki. Like she has to demand the ball more. Like respect to UCLA, I feel like their defensive scheme really kind of caused trouble for USC. Because even if you look at it, like nobody was able to get off. Avery Howell only had like 8 points.
That's
She
what I'm
was coming to the
saying.
bench.
Like,
Nobody else really put on. So shout out to UCLA for putting on that defensive scheme and really boxing USC up. But I feel like Kiki has to do a better job of finding spaces on the court to be aggressive. That's all we ask you to do. Be aggressive, and we can live with everything else.
facts.
All right, so I'm gonna go like this. I hear y'all saying the team, blah blah blah. But me, I'm gonna put the blame on two people. On the coach and on Juju. Why? Because it's like who's the lead over there? It should be the coach, and it's usually
The best player.
the best player or like somebody like a senior, whatever. So, but I feel Juju can be the leader of that team, and it's like Mel said, USC will never win nothing because I feel like the coach, she doesn't really have a game plan. Her game plan is just
Let
when it
Juju
get tough, when it get tough, give it to Juju and let her do her, right? That's cool, no, during the season, right? That's cool, no, that's cool. But when it's winning time in the playoffs, they're gonna sag in the paint. They're gonna be physical with you. They're gonna double her. They're gonna triple her. Like we know we can't fuck her 1-on-1. We tried it. She bust her ass. We know we can't double her. We tried it. She bust her ass. At this point, it's like, all right, now we're gonna triple you. Now we're gonna make so and so beat us. Now, I feel like now this is where I think Juju and coach come in, because like you have to instill confidence in your teammates early on, because I might not need you right now, but I'm gonna need you sooner or later. I'm gonna need you. So now when if you don't do that, I'm not saying like she's selfish because she's aggressive. Like I'm taking damn near every shot, and then now when I need you, you was sitting in the corner all day. You're not really like you in the game. You're not really in the game. You gotta touch the ball a little bit. You gotta like for me. I don't care if touch it, shoot a little bit, get a rhythm. So now when I need you, you're now knocking them down because you got like Kennedy shot there shooting air balls. It's like, and that's not her. That's not her. For me, like you need to instill in your teammates. Even though I'm the best player, but I'm not gonna win without y'all. If you look at anything, look at Apple, right? I'm pretty sure before Steve Jobs died, he put that confidence in Tim Cook. And look, when he died, shit blew up. Apple blew up. It been big, but it got bigger. We can't like us right here.
I know what you mean.
Us right here. The podcast, like I can work as hard as I want.
Team game. It's a team game at the end of the day.
But I can't make this go farther if I don't got you, Mel, So Nice, Obi, like Vito, like it's a team thing. So like if I'm not getting y'all in the game, I can't. For me, I need y'all. So I gotta just talk to y'all like yo, like I remember I think it was Brady. He was like yo, so I think it was like Randy Moss. He was like yo, I know you ain't getting the ball now, but stay in the game. I got you. Don't worry about it. I got you. Don't worry about it. I got you. For me, so now he like even though I'm not getting the ball right now, sooner or later I'm gonna get that motherfucker. So I'm stay ready. And that's how I feel. That's how I feel. I feel like that's like 70% coach and like 30% Juju. But for me, like she need like a Don. She like a Don Staley. She need one of those. She need one of those to like lead.
I was about to say like it's like
be a leader.
On that like because she's still a sophomore. She's a sophomore at the end of the day, right? So it's like you can tell she take this game seriously as anybody in the game right now. You can't keep expecting her to knock down barriers at this young of an age without some supplement helping in any way. Like, all right, she's up on her scoring average, she up on her rebound, she up on her assists, she playing defense. Now you want her to work on her team mental and getting the team involved and stuff like that. Y'all athletes too, you know that? Y'all playing deep Division I basketball just like me. If I'm in the gym to 7 o'clock in the morning, come with me. If you take this shit serious just as much as I do, this should be no-brainer for both of us. Like with us, like if I see you, we do this podcast 2 hours straight, and then after this, you edit the clips. And I just go to sleep and do whatever. I'm not putting as much work in as you. I can't expect to be like, we winning. We out here winning and when shit get tough. To be like, damn, I could have did more. He was doing more. Why you think he's taking it as much as bad as, anybody else that's the star player, the MVP player? They take it as bad as they take it They take the shit that bad because of the amount of work they put in to achieve that goal. And if the team ain't taking it that serious, that's when you see the discrepancies. That's when you see people start looking away from their team, start looking people off and stuff. They not putting the work in. Like, I like what you said when you was like, she need a better coach. But then again, it's like, you put a better coach in her head, she can't make these Division I athletes want to play as hard as they want to. That got to be them. Maybe you just need some more players.
Yeah, I don't think it's about playing as hard. I think it's about just like I said, like instilling confidence in you. Cause like I might boom. That's all. Like Mel, I might see Mel learn how to edit. I see Rolly learning how to edit, but I never come to y'all and say, yo, Rolly, edit that for me. Yo, Mel, edit that for me. Like I know you know how to do it, but I'm not giving y'all the confidence to want to do it. And then like last minute, now let's say last minute, yo, Mel, real quick, now you like Rob, like you like I ain't do this shit in so long. I don't remember how to do it now. I got so now I'm putting Mel under pressure. Like, yo, Mel, I need it done by tomorrow. We got freaking AJ to come in tomorrow. AJ, so Mel by tomorrow. And he's like, yo, like, Rob, you kind of put me in a tough spot because now it's like. So I get that.
But it come with the territory though, bro. I got you. That's they athletes, bro. It come with the territory. We the number one team in the Big Ten. Number one team.
That season though. Yeah. That season is levels. But Mel.
All right, but you feel me?
Nah, I was good. I don't want to interrupt, but I definitely hear what you're saying. The only pushback I would say is I think the blame, and this may sound crazy, but I don't think Juju is the blame at all. I feel like it's solely on Lindsay, the coach. And because at the end of the day, the coach's job is to put their players in positions to be successful. Juju, like you can't blame Juju for going out there and attacking and being aggressive. If I'm seeing my teammates not being aggressive, we're missing shots, we're shooting air balls, they don't really feel like they got that confidence. What do you expect her to do in a championship game against a rival game? And I'm sure Juju does inspire her teammates. Just her presence alone is inspiring, but she can't make them play. She can't make Kiki take more shots. That's on Lindsay.
I can't do that, bro.
And Rob, Lindsay's job is to be like, yo, Juju, you got to ease it up a little bit. Or like, yo, when you're in this position, you see a double team, kick it to Kiki. Like she has to be the one that's getting in Juju's ear. And I just feel like at the end of the day, if a player is determined to do something, and if a coach don't have their ear, they're not going to listen. So at the end of the day, Juju is going to do what she's supposed to do. Go out and score. Because if she knows that she doesn't, the team is going to get blown out. Kiki Iriafen she can't only have 12 shot attempts. The coach has to find a way to get Vaughn Alihofen some shots. Kennedy Smith some easy shots. It can't just be like, okay, I'm going to give Juju, you got the rock, do whatever. Not like where's your play calling? Where's your sets? Where's your backdoor screens? Where's your motions? I don't see none of that at all. And against a team like UCLA, especially in that second half, at some point you're going to get exposed. And I just feel like her coaching style sometimes is in question because it's just like, yo, where's the plays that's being called for everybody else? Juju's going to get tired at some point. There's going to be times where she may be off, but you have other great players that you can call plays for, but you got to call them. You got to have plays in your bag to call to get them open. And I'm not seeing that from Lindsay. So Juju, I don't blame at all. She got to go.
Look, question. Hold on. Y'all seen the, I'm giving you an example right now. So y'all seen the Lakers game. It was against the Grizzlies like 2 playoffs ago, I think it was, some shit like that, right? It was game 1 or game 2, right? It was fourth quarter, I think it was fourth quarter, maybe like 2 minutes left, right? And the play was called for Braun. What Braun do? Braun said, hey, y'all, you go ahead and do it. Go ahead, go. And y'all did it. Hit the big shot. I'm him, blah, 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 blah. Sometimes you got to do that. I'm the best player on the team. Like, I'm not.
Push back on that. Yeah. Let me push back on that. LeBron James has how much experience in the game, bro? At the end of the day, LeBron James is his own coach. The IQ level is like the reason why I see why women stay in basketball so long is because they can't rely on athleticism. They can't rely on being stronger and faster than everybody. It's all skill and IQ to the game. So them staying in school, playing against hundreds of coaches, hundreds of different players, young, old, who've been there, seen that, or wide-eyed and didn't see nothing, is IQ. That's how you stay on top and you begin to be better than the next. She's a sophomore, bro. She is phenomenal at her age. She's a once-in-a-lifetime talent. That's not on her, bro. She can't force them to want to be better. All she could do is put them in positions based on what the coach set in place. If she's doing that...
You can say force.
Because, like, if you know you're the second best player on the team, Sometimes you gotta say, excuse me. Like,
Yeah, like
they look, they paying attention to you. They focus on you. Let me see what I could do. Yo, coach, run something for me. Yo,
So
coach.
why Juju can't say that? Why Juju can't say that
Oh.
as well?
But she already got too much to worry
We don't know
about.
that she's
No.
not saying-
No. I don't want to hear that.
She had
Once
30.
you, no, I don't give a fuck what she had. She lost. Once you at that certain level, I don't want to hear about on your plate. I don't want to hear about that. You can say it too. Yo, like the same way we watching the game. She's in the game. You know Kiki is not yo Kiki. Yo, come on Kiki. Come on. I need you, Kiki. Come on, Kiki. I need you. Yo, yeah, I need you. Come on, Kiki. I need you.
But to be fair, we don't know. We can't say that we don't know if she's saying that or not. Like I'm sure she is giving her team confidence and stuff throughout the game.
I think she is.
And she's just not as outspoken as like somebody else. Like her personality isn't like to be as
I don't think she's
outspoken
not
and stuff.
Yeah,
she's not like that.
I mean, but at the end of the day, we don't know her, so we don't know her personality. We can't say what it is.
But I'm
we don't
saying
know
like
her.
that. But her
Yeah,
game speaks volumes.
Yeah.
Her game
she's
speaks
a-
volumes. Like that's what
she's
you
a
can tell.
shot.
Like you can
You're not
tell
talking
her
her
game
game,
speaks
though.
volumes.
We know what she
But
is. We know what she is. We know what she is.
Based off of her game, you can't say that she ain't doing that because
Exactly.
she's out there doing whatever it takes to win.
So how can you say she isn't?
I'm based off her
Because
game.
they wouldn't be the number one seed if it wasn't.
No,
like they
because-
wouldn't be the number one seed if she wasn't instilling confidence and like she made sure her teammates knew that they was good. Like
Or she wasn't getting buckets. Or she wasn't getting buckets.
Nah, I feel like
She wasn't
it's
getting
a team.
buckets.
It can't be.
Or she wasn't
It can't be that. It can't be that.
Juju not just.
They're not gonna be. They're not gonna be the favorite if they don't think they're good. If they don't think they can win. If they don't think it's a possibility.
They think she good.
That's it.
They think her, Kiki, and maybe a few other good players. Come on, let's be real. Take out that team. They probably won't even talk about that team at all.
You right. But that's,
You
you,
fuck
can
on,
say
feel
that
about
about,
now.
you can say that about a lot of teams.
Yeah,
though.
you take a lot of star players off of a lot of teams.
USC though. We talking about USC though. You talking about her?
We can't do that. That's a super hypothetical.
I'm saying, but we both don't know. 'Cause like I said, we're not there, so we can't say if she's not or she is. We just gotta go over what we see. Like I said, season cool, but now when it's come to playoff time, well, that game we seen it looked bad. It looked like she's not. It looked like it's like you're not putting no confidence in them.
Yeah, but I think we also have to just keep in mind. Like I said, I feel like USC lost that game in the second half mainly just because their legs gave out. You could just tell they were fatigued. They was fatigued playing all of these games in a short span. Like they just ran out of gas. That happens. Honestly, if it was more time space between games, I feel like USC would have swept them. But at the end of the day, like they just ran out of gas. And like I said, they didn't even lose by that much. So at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? That's with Juju shooting 9 for 28, Kiki 4 for 12. Like their teammates didn't do anything, so I just felt like it really just came to fatigue. But at the end of the day,
they had one person in double figures, and UCLA had 1, 2, 3. They had 4 people in double figures. Like
they usually get more production from people. Like Ray Marshall usually plays better. Kennedy Smith usually plays better. Avery Howell, they just ran out of gas, and that's all. That's all it comes down to.
I don't know.
Shout out to UCLA.
I don't know if you can use that excuse, man, because UCLA plays the same amount of games. So I don't know. You can use that excuse. I don't know, but we're gonna see. The playoff time is coming. They're gonna beat up on the.
I was about to say. So what now?
Yeah,
So,
they're gonna. No, I'm not. Huh? It depends. Like I mean, I think she can alone carry them to at least the Final Four.
Final Four.
Now, no, USC. Now, if she run into one of those South Carolinas, Dukes, one of those, it might be Currents.
It might be, or it might not.
Yeah,
be. I mean,
I say it might be Currents. It might be.
Because at the end of the day, no matter what team goes up against USC, the best player will always be Juju Watkins.
I was about to say,
so at the end of the day,
he's the best player.
That gives USC the advantage over. Like their teams that's better, but I will put my money on Juju. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds good, but then now when I'm double teaming her, and now she's not. Her team is not hitting because you're gonna see. You're gonna see. You're gonna see, man. Like
they'll grow from that. That.
I hope so because I want her to win. I want her to win a championship. But what I seen right there, I'm like, kind of threw me off a little bit. I'm like, nine the third quarter. I said, they saw the double team of her. Like I said, clogging the lane.
Give credit to UCLA, man. They came out with a scheme and they executed that shit. They played them twice and lost in a row. Like they wasn't having that shit this time around. So shout out to UCLA, man. They had a great game plan.
I think Juju needs like a Don Staley or Carol Lawson, one of them kind of coaches to where they're the leader. And I bet you when if she get one of those and they make her, and she becomes a better leader because of one of them, I bet you win like back to back. I bet you she went back to back. I bet you, or whatever, like senior or something,
So
like whatever.
you think it's just the mind state and the IQ aspect of it, like
Because I watched them play, and it's times where like Juju would look them off, and don't act like she don't do that. She will. She will see him over for 3 or whatever, and look off and score. That brings them down.
I don't think that brings them down though. I think to be fair to Juju, like Juju this season has definitely improved her passing game. Like there's times where she's more of a facilitator. But at the end of the day, if you're looking at that game, look at the stat sheet. Who else is? Nobody's doing anything. So it's either she takes over or they lose. So at the end of the day, I respect her for going.
Imagine she had 20. Imagine she had 20. They get punched.
Yeah, like she has to do what she had. She has to do what she did in order for them to stay in the game, especially versus UCLA. So at the end of the day, I don't blame her for doing what she did.
Me standing,
Yeah, that's a first half though.
And then they said, "You not scoring no more. You not scoring no more." And she's like,
yeah. Well, we know that that's not going to be sustainable all 4 quarters. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, Juju. At the end of the day, Juju is going to have to be able to figure out where to pass the ball and when to score. Just during that game, like I said, they got fatigued, their legs, was under them, and they just didn't play well. But at the end of the day, I'm confident USC will bounce back, and UCLA can have this moment. But at the end of the day, I feel like USC is a better team.
No, they're gonna bounce back. Like I said, they gonna go at least elite. What they won last year? Elite 8 last year?
Now they got to the Final 4 and they lost.
Final 4 last year? It's UConn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or they beat UConn. Well, they might be UConn this year. Yeah, they beat UConn this year. I think they're gonna beat UConn. Let's as they show up. But enough USC, yo. Another disappointing team, Notre Dame. They lost
say it like that, bro.
because their team. They lost to Duke, whatever. I ain't gonna lie. In the last 2 weeks, right, they're playing like their worst basketball. Like Hannah and Olivia are not shooting the ball well at all. And I was watching the California game, and I seen at halftime they had 18 turnovers. California had 18 turnovers, and Notre Dame was up. Hold on, I don't get it wrong. They was up. Hold on, excuse me. They was up 3. I'm like, this don't look good. Like
They had 18 turnovers and they was only up 3.
3. California came in as 17-point underdogs.
Wow.
At halftime, they have 18 turnovers and you're only up 3. I'm like, it might get nasty for them in a tournament. I'm like, but I was like, that was a little crazy. But
that's it.
No.
Go ahead. I was just saying that. Yeah. To me, that sounds like, I don't want to be disrespectful and say like they taking their foot off the gas or not taking the opponent seriously. But if you got an 18-point spread and they got 18 turnovers in the first half, and you only up 3. I don't really know what to make of that. That's weird.
28 tournaments, you only won by 9. Like something like that's supposed to be a 30-point game, right?
That's a win for California to me.
You supposed to be 30. You supposed to be on a bench by 4th quarter with your feet up. Sneakers.
That's a win for
sneakers.
That's a win for California for me because they didn't seem like they was supposed to be in that game. But yeah.
Yeah, Notre Dame they've definitely been, disappointing. And, then the last few games that they've been playing, they just haven't been looking like themselves. But for me, it really started with the NC State game, in which they didn't look like themselves. So overall, just like the team had a whole bunch of careless turnovers. Olivia Miles had 5 turnovers. Sonia Citron had 3. Hannah Hidalgo only had 2. But if you're looking at Hannah Hidalgo's game and how she played, she didn't look like herself either. Yeah, she had 26 points, but she was 8 for 26 on the field.
Yeah.
She only shot 2 for 7 from 3. She was rushing, taking a lot of ill-advised shot, and I just don't know. That was my first time in a while where I sat back and was like, damn, Notre Dame looks erratic. Like, what's going on?
No, you sound like me, Mel.
She's coming up the court, jacking. It's like she's taking up shots like it's 2 seconds left on the shot clock. It's like, yo, relax, take your time. And, Olivia Miles, too, like, she had 22 points against NC State, but she shot 9 for 23. Mm-hmm. She was 4 for 13 for 3. The only person that played well against NC State was Sonia Citron, where she had 23 points. She shot 11 for 18, and she just looked more composed. But and on top of that, after they lost to NC State, they was at home against Florida State and lost at home Florida State was the 24th ranked team at the time, and I don't mean any disrespect. Like Tanaya Latson
But
has
it's
been put
Latino.
in the league on notice.
They
You
got
know what I'm saying? Like she's a baller. She one of them ones. But
Mhm.
Notre Dame, you cannot lose that game to Florida State at home. And just again, like just the stats just blow my mind with like Hannah Hidalgo. I'm just like, yo, where's the composure? Where's the poise? You're supposed to kind of. I know Olivia Miles is the point guard, but at the same time, Hannah Hidalgo just seemed like she was just running around the court, jacking up shots. Like she just played. They played terrible overall. So I just feel like their half court offense is a real problem. Unless they're on the fast break pushing it, they don't really have any sets. Like Sonia Citron is the only person where you could put the ball in her hands and it's like, okay, she could get you something because she's poised and she's in control. But other than that, they just struggle in the half court and they take bad shots. Olivia Miles, like I love watching her game. She's incredible. She's one of my favorite players, but at times she's a little bit too fancy doing no look passes and turning the ball over. That game against NC State, she had 2 pivotal turnovers in overtime. And just overall, like even looking at the game that they lost to against Duke, like they was getting clamped up. Like you would think, okay, Olivia Miles is on the island. She got the one-on-one. That pick and roll clamp. She not getting by her defender. Those step back threes not working. So it's like unless they running up and down, Notre Dame has a problem scoring the ball.
That was your pick too. Don't forget
I
that.
was about to say,
Yeah,
is that your,
yeah.
that's your pick? I was just about to say,
I'm glad
he,
we.
he mad about that shit. You don't hear that discuss.
And
He mad about that shit.
It's crazy too because they started playing bad once I mentioned
Once
like,
you
yo,
picked them,
Notre
once
Dame
you
is the
picked
team
them.
to beat.
Once
And I'm
you
like,
picked
yo,
them.
what's going on?
Once you picked them, you stamped that shit. That's where they
Yeah.
went
That
down.
number one seed, they got that number one seed. It was went down from there. It went down from
Yeah,
there.
but I just feel like overall that just kind of shows you how the season been going. Like teams have been up and down. Like this thing is anybody could win. You know, one
Anybody
minute South
can win.
Carolina streaking,
Anybody can get
it's
it.
Texas and Notre Dame. Like it's just back and forth. So you know, it just shows you
Duke
how
looking
great the
good.
game is.
Make
It's
it.
gonna be a
Yeah.
wild. It's gonna be a wild
It's-
tournament. Yo, when the
Anybody-
selection?
Win the selection. Let me check.
It's gonna be a wild tournament. I'm telling you now. Like you're gonna see a couple upsets. You're gonna be like, the Final Four might be a different kind of Final Four than we think it is, man. I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a movie.
It's gonna be a good one, man. It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be
Yeah,
a
I
good one.
mean, you know, I'm USC. I mean, listen, I know I've been
Like,
going
yeah.
back and forth, but I feel like I said, looking at how the games and the season have been playing, you can't blame me because 1 minute one team is looking great, then they falling
Yeah,
off. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
it
So it's
happens.
like it happens. Yeah.
man. Nobody really been like sturdy the whole year. I mean, besides maybe SC, but SC took a couple losses this year.
Mhm.
You know, more than usual they usually take. But
So you said the
How you-
selection.
yeah, when the tournament selection.
Unless I'm looking at the wrong info, says the NCAA women's selection show was yesterday at
Yesterday.
10:30. Unless I'm looking at the wrong
I
thing.
don't, was it? I didn't hear nothing about that.
When's the
I don't know.
basketball? I might be looking at the wrong thing, but I'll get back to you on that.
All right, but yeah, it's gonna be a wild fucking tournament, man, and I'm here for it, man.
Mhm. Yeah, the game is beautiful, man. It's
Yeah,
great.
and I'm here for everything, yo. How you feel about NC State? Like them?
I like them because, you know, similar to like how we mentioned about Duke, like they're one of those teams where like when it's time to put on, they come up in the clutch. And I feel like Isaiah James is one of the most underrated players in the league. Even like looking at what she did last year when she took NC State to the Final Four and they, you know, played against South Carolina. I feel like she's the leader of that team. Her skills is elite. Her handles, her jump shot, she got it right. So you add that with Zoe Brooks
Zoe
and Sonny
Brooks.
Rivers. Their guard play can easily
Yeah.
win them the game. But at the same time, if their shots isn't working, if their shots isn't falling, and they getting clamped up on that handle, it's like, whoa, they could kind of get halted. So I feel like overall, NC State is a sleeper, but it all depends on who they match up against.
I
They
feel
run
like-
into a team like Duke, it might be clipped. But against another
see
good,
it,
like
yeah,
a certain
yeah.
team, they could win. Yeah.
Mel, sound like you lead
that
towards
defense.
Duke, Mel. Sound like you lead
Mel,
towards Duke.
Mel,
Yeah,
he don't know where to lead.
Nah.
I hear a lot of Duke coming out of your
Nah.
mouth, bro.
He don't know where to lead. He don't know where to lead. He like,
Nah,
yeah,
nah,
I like thumb. I like thumb, but I kind of like
I
thumb.
I like
a lot
so
of
many
dudes,
teams,
like-
bro. At
Yeah,
one point,
a lot of
I was like Texas, and then oh
You
my
know-
god, never, no. Sir. I know we're gonna talk about that later, but nah, it's just a lot of good teams, bro. It's a lot of good teams that's balling at the right
It's
time.
like, yeah, bro, it's a lot. Bro, usually it'd be like two teams. You like, all right, we know it's gonna be them two.
You know for
but
sure.
yeah, it's like a good maybe 6, maybe 7. He like, yo, these it go anyway, bro. It can go anyway. But we gonna see whatever tournament
Good for the
starts. We're gonna
sport,
see.
though. It's good for the sport, though.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. TCU defeats Baylor 64-59,
The
led by
resurgence.
20 points from Miss
Hey.
Haley. If you nasty, you call her Miss Van Lit. Big 12 Player of the Year, Newcomer of the Year, Big 12 Championship. Before we even get on, I just want to say I apologize because I was
Yeah.
one of the ones. I was one of the ones that was
Give her up.
like she was
You
that
ain't
at
see it.
Louisville.
Mhm.
No. I see. I'm like, all right, she was good at Louisville. I'm like, all right, her coming over here to the LSU, I said, yeah, it's gonna be a movie. Her, Andrew, Flo J. I think Michaela was there. Anissa Moreau. I'm like, yo, it's lit.
Yeah.
She didn't perform well. We know what Kayla Clark did to her, so it got a little bad for her, out there, But then she came back to school. She went to TCU, her third school, and she doing it. She doing it, bro.
Put some respect on her name.
She doing
Yeah,
it, bro.
Haley,
respect on her name.
it's funny too because I remember like in one of our earlier episodes where we would talk about like who's our dark horse. I remember mentioning TCU,
Yeah, you
and the
did.
reason
Yeah, you
because
did.
of that is because of Haley Van Lith. Because honestly, you can tell just like the way that she's playing, she has her confidence back. So it's like
I was about to
just
say that. It
yeah,
looked like it was just a confidence thing. Like it looked like
yeah,
LSU had put like a blockade on her. Like, just stay within the game plan.
yeah,
TCU just gave her the keys. Like, do your thing, baby. Show us what you
yeah,
made of.
Yeah. I feel like
And
they
they
put
put
her
her back in
Olympics
that.
too.
They put her back in them
mhm,
good graces, man, and it's a good thing to see.
I
Definitely a
feel like
good
yeah,
thing to see.
yeah, you put her with. I mean, she didn't play good in the Olympics, but you still put her around Ryan. She's around Ryan.
A lot of players that
Bianca.
know winning
yeah,
Yeah.
basketball,
So
you put somebody
yeah,
winning basketball, they see that up close.
yeah,
yeah,
It do something to you.
yeah.
Do
yeah.
something
Like
to you,
she's
but
I had to
having,
apologize, man. I had to
she
apologize,
deserved
man.
that, man. She deserved that, man.
yeah,
How far
yeah.
you think
She's
they go
having
though? What you think about what's her teammate name?
Sedona
Prince.
Prince.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prince.
Like similar, like how I mentioned earlier in the season, like that tandem between Haley Van Lith and Sedona is dangerous. You know what I'm saying? I
Mhm.
feel like Sedona definitely does need to show up more against like the more elite team. Because I remember when they played South Carolina early in the year, I was really looking forward to that matchup, and they got blown out the waters, and she didn't really look aggressive or play like herself. So I feel like they could get to the Elite Eight, and then from there, it really just is contingent on matches. But if Haley Van Lith keeps playing like how she's playing, like right now, she's averaging 18 points, 5 assists, and shooting 46% from the field. And like how we mentioned, you can just tell she got her mojo back. Like one thing about a
Mhm.
player, like when it comes to basketball, you gotta have your confidence. And we even saw that with LSU. Like, Haley Van Lith was still Haley Van Lith, but it was a lot going on with LSU. You know what I'm saying? Like they moving her.
Shots didn't come like she want them to.
Yeah, it was a
Like
lot going on. So
mhm.
it's like at the end of the day, now that she's kind of been revitalized, and shout out to Mark Campbell, who's really been putting
Mhm.
her in positions to succeed. I feel like they can make the Elite Eight, and then from there, it's just a matter on who they play.
The eight. I mean, I see them making that too. I can see them making that. I could
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, she got my respect. So yeah, I just want to say I had to
hmm
apologize. I had to come up here and say it. I couldn't know. I ain't like duck and
Shout out
act
to
like
Haley, man.
I act like I wasn't one of them ones, but I was one of them ones. But because I knew she had it. I'm like, yo, like,
Mhm.
nah. I'm like, nah. Maybe because she was playing. I'm like, I don't know, but yeah, shout
You
out
can
to
tell
her.
she's more free. She's more
Yeah.
free mentally. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like she's at
Mhm.
peace with herself, and you could just see how she's play. You could just tell by the way she's playing on the court. Her
Yeah, it's
shot
joy.
looks
It's
Yeah,
great.
joy, man.
yeah,
This is
and the ball's
Yeah,
in her
free.
hands.
free.
The
When
ball's in
you
her hands too.
smiling coming down the court, man, you in a good
Yeah,
space, good
It's easy.
spirits.
It's easy to be that way with the ball's in your hands. Because when she's in
That's
LSU,
what I said.
she's playing by
hmm
Reese,
Exactly. She
she
ain't had
playing
no
by Four,
keys.
she
The
playing
sh-
by Nisa. It's like
the shots
hmm
come and it comes in little sparring just moments. Like, she might get
yeah,
the ball freeze up. Now, don't turn me into a spot up shooter. That's not me.
yeah,
hmm
and then
I need
and
rhythm.
then Kayla Clark ain't making no better. She ain't she ain't making no better.
Oh man, that ain't that ain't
She-
even Haley Van fault. But
Yeah.
first of all, she shouldn't have even
You
been
shouldn't even
guarding
been
Caitlin
guarding her,
Clark in
bro.
that game
You shouldn't have
because
been guarding her,
if you're
bro.
looking at foot speed, like you could have put,
You
should have
should
Floor J
you
should have been
shouldn't
on
have
her.
been guarding her,
Haley
bro.
Van Lith isn't quick enough with the foot speed to keep up with Caitlin Clark. So I feel like
Shouldn't have been guarding her.
that wasn't the right defensive scheme. Come on, man.
It wasn't,
Shouldn't have
but
been
we ain't
guarding
gonna
her,
It
but we
bro.
ain't gonna
wasn't.
dwell on that. That was last year.
Yeah,
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 that was
yeah.
last year. Don't worry, you go with us now, Haley. Yo, Mel, how you feel? You feel Maddie robbed Anissa for
Anissa
that player of the
Murray.
year?
That's a good question. I feel like it's debatable. I feel like I ain't gonna lie. Anissa Moreau has been playing incredible. Like, and I feel like I wouldn't say raw because it's not like Madison Booker didn't have a great season. Her team definitely, ranked wise, like they definitely was able to do more things at LSU. But if it was me, I feel like overall, Anissa Moreau definitely had a better season overall in
Mm.
terms of consistency. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not just doing it in points, but also doing it on the glass. Like her double streak is crazy. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like she's somebody that you can count on. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely do feel like Anissa Moreau, I don't think she was robbed, but I do feel like, and I feel like it more went into it than just a player the player stats. A lot of it had to do with like the team and the ranking. You know what I'm saying? Like Texas being number one at the time, they're like, okay, like Madison Booker, number one slot. Like we can't give this to like LSU, which is like it's more than just like the stats. You know what I'm saying? So from that standpoint, I'm like, damn, it's kind of sucks. But you know, I definitely do feel like Anissa Murrow should have got it.
You know they care about winning.
Give that award.
Yeah.
That's what she did. She went to the committee.
This guy's crazy.
That's what she did. That's what she did.
She stuck him up.
Stuck him up. She stuck him up. Yeah, no, I like her, but I feel like Texas, they ducked a lot of teams this year. That's how I feel. They ducked a lot of teams this year, Mel.
But then when you mentioned that, now that I'm thinking about it, like LSU's schedule also was very weak.
Oh yeah,
like,
so that yeah. You're right.
I feel like that also might have played the part. I just thought about that, so I'm like, yo, damn, like Texas beat South Carolina. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like shit. You know, so
they was playing Transit Tech and shit like that. You're right. You're right. That's what they was.
No shade on Transit Tech. Shout out to Transit. I'm blessed. I'm glad I graduated.
That's LSU was playing. I was like, who the fuck is this? Who this? Like,
their strength of schedule was
like,
very.
Who this? I'm like, yo, but South Carolina, they smoked Texas 64-45. Chloe Kitts won MVP.
Yeah.
You know, the SEC is the South Carolina Invitational. They won that shit 3 years in a row. 9 in the last 11. So that shit dawns. Madison had a horrible game. She had a horrible game. She only had 10. Bree Hall was on that ass. Hall was on that ass. You seen that back and forth they had?
Yeah, it was something about like how Madison Booker said that Bree Hall couldn't
guard
me.
Yeah.
I'm like, I wonder when she did that, because Madison Booker doesn't really seem like
she did it. I saw the video. It was
you saw the video?
The game on February 9th. The game they won, I think it was.
When they won.
Yeah.
Oh, and she was like, you can't.
Yeah, she's like, you can't fucking.
She had a
pull up. She had a pull up. She's like, she can't fucking guard me. And
respect.
You know somebody coming with fire after that. You know somebody coming with fire after that. Yeah.
She got licked back.
And they punched him? Yeah, I like that.
She got licked back.
It's crazy too, because it felt like a South Carolina game. You know what I'm saying?
They were home.
They basically was home. So once I saw that, I'm like, yo, Texas most likely won't win this game. Like, because at the end of the day, you know, Texas has to play very disciplined, and just all throughout that game, they was just a mess, you know. And honestly, it made me rethink things, because I'm like, even if you look at their style of play, to be honest, as great as Madison Booker is, I don't think Texas could win a chip with that style of play. The coach even mentioned, like, yo, we don't take a lot of threes. But if you don't take threes, it's gonna allow players to double off players and leave people open. You know what I'm saying? So it's not gonna work with, like, Rory Harmon, great point guard. I love her game, but she struggles from 3, and like she only takes mid ranges. So it's easy to play off of her when people go into the paint. If Madison drops to the paint, all you got to do is double off. Shay Holly, respectfully, you know, I think she's a good player, but she's been struggling all tournament. She had 1 point in like 27 minutes. She's supposed to be the shooter. So when you add a combination of just like not only the lack of shooting, but the shooters not being able to make shots, it's a recipe for disaster. And you could just tell throughout that whole game, Texas was out of sorts. South Carolina did what they wanted to do. And it was just very disappointing to see Texas play like that. But I mean, their style of play is not going to work against that type of game.
This might be a hot take, but they might be the first other big team to be going eliminated in the tournament. I think so.
I was about to say, with that being said,
I think so.
You don't think they're going to fall?
If they run, hell no. If they run into a team that just happens to get hot offensively, you good, Mel?
No. I'm just reacting to I just thought about something. No. I'm good. I'm going to say something else, but I'm going to let you finish.
If they run into a team that just happens to be hot that day, it might be over. Might be over.
And another point I forgot to mention, that game they played against LSU when Anissa Murrow got injured, bro, that was a 4-point. It was a 4-point game with like under 3 minutes. LSU could have won that game without their main play. Folo J was out, Anissa Murrow was out, Michaela Williams was off, and I'm like, yo, LSU still could have won. So that's very troubling, because it's just like, if you run into the wrong team, they're gonna blow you out the water. And South Carolina isn't the most offensively gifted team. If you run into like a UCLA, you run into a UConn, maybe a USC, it's click. Because at the end of the day, you got to score back and forth. You have to hit perimeter shots. Like that old school game of just like taking tools and like that. That's cool for maybe against certain teams, but against the teams that you need to beat, you gotta hit shots, and they're unable to do that at a consistent rate.
It's like every time I watch them play, bro, they always shooting like damn near under 40%. I'm like, yo, like what the? I'm like, I'll be like, what the fuck?
They just
Like, what the
threes
fuck? Like,
is not their game, bro.
I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Like, that's yeah. I don't think they're gonna fall,
No.
man. Like, shout out to Madison Booker and Rory and them, but I
Yeah.
don't think they might be like Sweet 16. Maybe might get depending on who they run into. Sweet 16, it might be out there. Sweet
Yeah.
16. No lie, man. Don't lie.
Shout out to
But
Texas,
Play it
yeah.
again.
she got played, yeah.
I mean, Madison
Yeah,
Booker.
yeah.
I mean, she
Got-
one
she
of them
got-
ones that she played great. Like I said, I feel like a lot of it had to do with like the strength of schedule and who they played. And if you look at it from that standpoint, I would give it to Madison Booker. But overall, definitely, I feel like Anissa Morrow had the better
Anissa Morrow.
season. Yeah, for sure.
Cause you know, in
Individually.
college, like colleges ain't like NBA or WNBA. You know, like the NBA game is shooters everywhere, so it's stretched out. But college basketball, they play two bigs. Probably one of them can't shoot, so like the lane gonna be clogged. So like, if you can't shoot no threes, it's easy to guard you. Clog the lane, clog the lane, and let
Listen,
motherfuckers that can't shoot beat us. It
The
ain't gonna
teams
work.
that's at the top, the teams at the top sound like they play like the next level. They sound like they play like the next level. WNBA, NBA. We know three is worth more than two. So you sit there and keep trying to take them long twos. That's a bad shot.
It ain't
It
gonna work.
is.
That's a bad shot.
That shit ain't
Not
gonna
gonna
work,
beat
man.
anybody with that.
You got to be able to hit some type of three. You got to hit something. Texas was hit nothing.
Yeah, so like I said, I think they be Sweet 16, depending on who they play. They might be out there, but you know, like I said, I feel like she did stuck them up for that chip. For that award. I feel like Anissa Morrow. I mean, Mel did make a good point about the schedule. They did play nobody.
I just thought of that too.
Yeah,
low-key. I'm like, oh yeah, like
they played a lot of nobodies in the beginning. I'm like, and when they play somebody like like SC, they played a couple good teams. They did lose, so
yeah,
it did lose. So
a lot of factors that go involved with that.
yeah, so I mean, you made a good point, Mel. You made a good point, but
Thank you, bro.
yeah, you made a good
Got
point. You made a
here.
good point. Yeah, 'cause I feel like,
Bro,
I feel
like he ain't want to admit that, bro. Like
Nice.
she
he didn't
went
want
in
to. Ah,
with
man.
that thing. She went in with that thing. Give me the player of the year. Give me the player of the year.
She's had
I
an
feel like she
incredible
did that.
season. I
Yeah,
can't wait to
yeah.
see her in the W. I want to see her and Angel Reese go at it because I'm like,
What is she?
shit,
She a sophomore,
I think she's a junior.
junior?
Let me see.
Damn, a lot. The next 2 years.
Yeah, that next
in
2 year draft. That next 2 year draft.
Mhm.
2 years when
There's
everybody
gonna
in
be
the
some.
league, bro.
Yeah, that next 2 year draft. Yeah.
Madison Booker, you gonna have Juju, you gonna have Hannah and that motherfucker. Ooh,
Georgia Amore.
Georgia Amore. Ain't she going this year, right? Is she going this year?
Yeah,
Yeah.
She a senior.
Yo, I know she's not. They're not part of our topics, but I gotta talk about Kentucky, man. They blew that shit to fucking
They
Oklahoma,
be
man.
loud at- Oh
They
my
blew,
god,
they blew it to
bro.
Oklahoma, bro. They blew that shit, man. And I fuck with Amore, bro. Like, and I don't know what happened.
Kenny Brooks.
I don't know, man. I don't know what happened, bro. Like, I don't know.
They just
They blew
fold
that
under
shit.
pressure. Certain teams, when it gets to that clutch time, when it's on that fourth quarter, it's tight. You see the difference with
It's
teams
sweaty.
in Kentucky. They just turn the ball over. They don't even get into their sets. The ball just be ending up out of bounds. You're just like, yo, what's going on? The ball just be ending up out of bounds. Like, yo, where's the possession? Where's the flow? But yeah, Georgia Amore was one of my favorite players. So I was just, I was like,
nice.
damn, they
She
should have.
nice.
Yeah.
She nice, man. She nice. Yo, Joe. Say,
I'ma
look up
look-
Georgia Amore. Yeah, look up Georgia
I feel
Amore.
like you'll like her, bro. You'll like her. You'll like
I'm
her.
gonna look up.
Georgia
I
Amore.
like-
Step back
he
is
put me on
crazy.
the- he put me on the Ozzy. I was like, oh, okay,
Yeah, Georgia, Ozzy,
okay.
Azzy, Georgia Amore. What's
Azzy
shorty
for
from Isaiah James?
Sorry,
What's the
James.
Sonya Brooks?
Sonya Rivers,
yeah.
Zoe Brooks.
So,
Yeah.
I seen Zoe
Hey,
Brooks.
hey,
I
hey,
seen
hey.
her.
Wait, would you?
Sonya Rivers. Sonya, you talking
Right.
about NC State?
That's the redhead one, right?
Yeah, that's the point guard, number 22, Sonya Rivers, yeah.
Right here. Yeah, she.
And then
she
Zoe
she
Brooks is 30.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she. It's a lot. It's a lot, yo,
It's a
bro. I tell you, in 2 years, when they come out, it's gonna be crazy,
That's
bro.
why they making more teams. That's why they making more teams, bro.
It's
They
going crazy, bro.
stupid.
It's going
That
crazy,
talent
bro.
getting
A
different.
freshman, just to throw out her name because I know we haven't, she's might not be on people's radar, but Celia Swords from Michigan.
Oh,
Well,
oh yeah, I see.
she
What-
about
what
to
the
pop
game
out and show. They play
Game
USC.
against- yeah.
USC.
So
She
game out-
was,
I was like,
yo,
What's her
Yeah.
name? What's her name?
Celia Swords.
Swords.
Yeah,
Michigan,
Celia Swords,
Michigan.
number 12.
That's a
Michigan.
wicked ass
Michigan.
name. Look at
She was
Celia
shooting.
Swords.
She
You
was
got
pulling.
Michaela Blakes from Vanderbilt. She had 30 in like 5
Okay.
minutes, some shit like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
So much
Yeah.
talent, bro.
yeah.
Celia
It's gonna
Swords.
get,
Remember that name, y'all.
yeah,
Remember that name, bro.
yeah. You put it back. I'm like, cause like you know, like I'm like, damn, who the fuck is this girl? Like, I'm like, who is this girl? I'm like, who is this?
Mm-hmm.
Well, and her freshman set was strong, gonna be nice.
Yeah. Joyce Edwards.
Michaela gonna be nice when she get to the league. Well, she nice
Yeah.
now, but she gonna be good when she get there.
Her and Tessa
man,
Johnson are gems, bro. Like
Tessa,
I feel like they can make it to the W.
I even like. I'm not gonna lie. I like Chloe Kitts too. I like Chloe Kitts.
Yeah, she good. She good.
I like Chloe Kitts. I like her.
Yeah,
I was like, but now I'm like,
she can play at the next level. Chloe Kitts.
Oh yeah, I like Chloe Kitts, man. I like her, man.
She reliable.
Yeah, I like her, man. It's gonna be.
Oh
yo,
yeah, she nice.
Who?
Telling you.
Who you looking at?
Swords.
Telling you. Sylvia Swords.
She walk with it all. She walk in the park with it all.
And she aggressive, bro. She not scared. She not scared.
I know she walk in the park with it all, bro. I think she
Freshman
might.
phenom.
She should transfer though to a more competitive school. Yeah, a more competitive school. You know, like I wouldn't go like I can see her in like Notre Dame or some shit like that. Maybe
Notre Dame. I'm about to say they about to lose.
Dame. Yeah, well, Hannah only a sophomore, so Hannah will still be there next year.
Mm-hmm.
Olivia be going, but yeah, bro. Like, look out for them players, bro. It's gonna get nasty. I don't know when the selection. Mel said yesterday. I gotta look that up, but
might be. Don't hold me to that. I'm still working on my research, my journalist shit. I'm still a rookie at this, so if I'm wrong, y'all pardon me. I'm getting my shit right. Like,
because I might sound a little funny because I don't know. We're gonna see though. Yeah, we're gonna see, man. Tournament though, with a tournament come back, like I said, we're gonna be back here. And Mel, you seen the clip. I said we're gonna be cooking up live, so you're gonna be bring your ass on here live, and we're gonna cook up these parlays live. For me, you ain't got to bet, but say yo, Mel, USC is 9.5.
I can do that.
All right.
I'm with it.
All right.
Now it's gonna give you a whole different aspect of the game, bro.
Yeah.
Copy. Okay. I'm looking forward to it.
All right,
looking forward to it.
Right.